Hi everyone, I'm John, and this is Elden Ring.
Be sure to tell me she's a servant to my house.
So welcome back to Elden Ring, welcome back to my playthrough, welcome back to the third part of my playthrough. What I'm trying to achieve here, I haven't said, I haven't set the goals yet in my previous videos, but what I'm trying to do is actually beat the game and the DLC. So I know that the DLC is roughly the same size as the game, maybe a tiny bit smaller. But here we are at the second boss, and I'm explaining what I'm trying to do with these videos. So it's a hobby of mine trying to beat this game now, and it has completely taken my entire life. If you remember last time, for those people that watched the video and are coming back for the third part, I fought Godric the Grafted, or Godric the Golden, I can't really remember. It was a tough one, and I managed to bring him down, I'm not going to say quite easily, but with a lot of brute forcing. Now, I gained access to Liurnia of the Lakes, so what I'm going to do here is just explore a bunch and see where the next boss actually is. And I know that, I'm going to spoil you maybe, but I know that the next boss is Radagon's Beast, or I think it's called the Red Wolf of Radagon. And then you just have to fight Renala to be able to respec your character. So, since I haven't decided quite yet what I wanted to do with my character, I believe that fighting Renala is a good idea, so that I can always respec later on. Now, if you look at what's happening on screen, I know that I need a key to enter the Academy of Raya Lucaria. And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some map fragments and explore a bit the world around here. What I'm doing here might not be that interesting, but for me it was a lot about the visuals. So I know I've made quite a bunch of cuts in the video, so you're not gonna see everything that I've done. But basically, I just ran around, got some graces. I haven't talked to a single NPC in the area because I was focused on, actually, as you can see on screen, getting this glintstone key to be able to enter the next boss area. So I'm just going to fast forward to where you're supposed to fight the dragon, I believe, but I just decided that, considering my previous encounter with a boss, that I wasn't quite ready to fight him, so I decided to just dodge him, get the key, get back, and then enter Raya Lucaria. Now this is also going to be straightforward, but usually you have to fight a couple of NPCs and a couple of mobs around here, zombies, etc. And I know that you can find, well, I know now that you can find a couple of rare items, but this one was, yeah, this one was amazing. Pure skills. Amazing. Now, since it's a mini-boss, I just wanted to move forward with the playthrough, so let's check out my decisions. Yeah, exactly. So that's my mindset right now. I'm gonna come back for him later on. I'm gonna crush him with something better than what I have in terms of gear right now. So as always, I'll spare you the run-up, and we're gonna check out my first attempt at the Red Wolf of Radagon. Let's see how it went. Amazing, right? Pure skills again. Now, between the cut that you saw there with the text on screen and what I'm doing right now, which is exploring the world, I actually died 26 times to the Red Wolf of Radagon, which was enough for me. Enough in terms of, I need to explore the world, I need to get stronger, and I need to stop playing that game linearly. I realized that now, well, with, you know, a bit of a step back, I realized that you have to explore the world to get a bit stronger, and that's what Elden Ring is all about. It's the first it is the first open world fashion game that Miyazaki, the designer, created. Well, if you go back to Dark Souls, the Dark Souls series, it's a bit more linear. At least that's what I saw when I tried to understand how the game was designed. But you have to explore the world. You have to fight a bunch of bosses. You have to get some runes. You have to get stronger. You have to be able to take down a boss without dying 26 times. Well, after that, if you're strong, it's just a matter of skills, which I don't have yet. Right now, I just saw this big dude and decided to give it a try, which was, well, pretty easy. As you can see, a bunch of strong hits. Hit the leg. This was actually quite rewarding for me. Getting hit in the face by that big ass foot. Easy. Now between now and there, what's going to happen is that I'm going to go around the map. I'm going to explore the map, get some map fragments, see if I'm missing some key items, talk with a bunch of traders, do the Kenneth quest to see what he has to offer. Spoiler, it's not that good. A dagger. And fighting a couple of mini-bosses with my trusty buckler. Now, I know that doing a voiceover for that type of game is not really the most interesting way of playing the game with commentary, but since I've got my new mic plugged in and a bunch more hours freed up to be able to play the game, what I'm gonna try is, starting next episode where I'm fighting Renala, spoiler, I got her, what I'm gonna try to do is actually record what's happening while I'm playing on screen and then edit the video. I think it might be more interesting than just having someone do a voiceover over what's happening during gameplay. Anyways, I'm trying to explore the map, get some bosses down, but as you can see, I'm failing miserably, and this one was no different than the others. By the way, this is a great boss to teach you how to parry attacks. You can actually parry him non-stop, which is quite fantastic. I actually laughed my ass off while doing this mini-boss. Another parry. I'm actually gonna cut forward to where I'm dying because, well, I didn't get him first try and decided to just move on and go back to what I was doing before, which is getting stronger and be able to take down the Red Wolf of Radagon. Another one. And this is how it ended. A tail smack. So right here, I saw on Google that you were able to wait for nighttime after talking with Bernard. You were able to wait for nighttime for someone called a bell-bearing hunter to pop on screen so that you would be able to collect his bearing and give it to the two-finger... What's her name? The two-finger crown? Or crone, to be able to buy some stuff off of her. So that's what I tried doing, and believe me, I really tried my hardest to beat this guy, but he didn't want to go down, sadly. I mean, he takes a lot of damage from my square off ability. There is something that caught me off guard with this boss, is that he has telekinetic abilities apparently, which was new for me. But now I know. Now, I actually wish that I went for a magic build, but I'm such a fan of swords and small items. Yeah, amazing. So, after trying it once, or maybe twice, again, I suck. So we went further with exploring. I really like the analogy of saying that this elevator is my descent into madness, because I'm desperately trying to fight my way through the world to be able to get stronger. And something actually goes my way here. It's the first time that I'm actually first trying a boss. So I got him down on the first try. You will see there's no cuts in the video. Well, I could be lying, right? It's a voiceover, so I could cut it correctly, but I'm not that skilled. And this guy is really easy. You just do 2 heavy attacks, and then you can actually stagger him. He goes down, and you can just get the leg again. Bro doesn't know where I am. I believe he is blind. I actually got hit here. Why? I didn't get that. But again, first trying the boss. That's an achievement. There should be an achievement on Steam for that. Getting a boss first try. So I went further with exploring. I'm talking to Kenneth in the next clip to be able to get my reward for clearing Fort Height. Let's see Kenneth.
Did you manage? Oh, excellent. Well done, my. I knew I now. Go ahead. Right then. Time. I've much to do. What's that look? Well, under the Earth tree, comb.
So I don't know. I think he's asking me to join the Golden Order, which is the good guys in Elden Ring or something. I know there's the Madness faction. I'm gonna call them faction because I don't know what to call them. But here I can pledge service, and I don't want to pledge service to anyone. I just want to do my tarnished way of fighting, being my own person and fighting the game. But if I'm joining the Golden Order, maybe it's giving me some kind of incantations or spells. I'm not sure about that. Maybe I have to revisit it in a second playthrough, or... Yeah, I wanted to kill him. And this is the moment that I should have done earlier on, which is upgrading my sword to at least do some damage to bosses. I believe that Alexander, here on screen, you can actually kill him right here to get a talisman. I think it's the warrior shard, the warrior shard maybe, and it gives you a boost to your attacks. But I know from other videos that you can kill him, I think later on. I don't know where, but you encounter him again, you can kill him and you get a better medallion. I can't remember the area where you get him. What the is this guy doing with punching his head on the ground? So as always, you cross someone, you have to kill them in this game. Yeah, I got cocky. Yeah, I got cocky. That's something I have to learn. Just give 1 or 2 attacks and then dodge to learn the mechanics. I did quite well with the dodge rolling here. Not worth it. What am I getting? A sanctuary stone. Definitely not worth it. Now this guy on his boat was kinda easy to beat. Just spawning a bunch of skeletons, and if you focus the fight right on him, there's actually no issues. Yeah, keep blowing your horn, bro. Stagger. I don't think there's a point where you can crit hit this guy. I mean, he's helping me, which is really nice of him. It's kind of cool to see that when you're recording the voiceover, you're just sitting here being all chill and talking over what's happening. But while you're recording, it's silent tension and a really hard squeeze of your controller. Stagger him. I'm looking forward to see how it's gonna be like if I record live what's happening with my initial reactions. Usually I'm quiet because I'm concentrated, but I really want to see what's gonna happen. All in all, easy fight, I must say. I know that there's a couple of Tibia Mariners all around the map, so it's a recurring boss. I think this one caused too much issue. I'm not gonna have any issues fighting these guys. Come on. I'm tougher now. There's a small bonus to fighting this guy. You can actually go over here. I bet you can go over there without fighting him, probably, but you can just go down in this cave and get the turtle talisman, which is quite a nice buff to your initial stamina. There we go. Door open. Chest open. So I'm not really sure what I should equip. So as you can see from this initial build, I'm staying with a lot of HP and a bit more stamina because I really like the square off ability. It staggers in 2 hits, basically. And yeah, you got quite the range, so pretty nice. Here I actually died once to this initial invader. It was a pretty funny fight. Anastasia. Miss. I was saying range, but not that much range. And I really like these small, I'm gonna say boss fights because it's someone invading you, but I really like them because it mimics a lot what you're doing as a player, which is a nice touch in this game. Fast attacks, I mean, I could parry them. I don't know why I didn't go for parries, but I don't know, maybe it's a colossal sword or whatever. I'm not sure you can parry it. But look at the damage you're doing with square off. It's kinda good. Yeah. Easy fight. Well, second try, but still, easy fight. And the Sacred Scorpion Charm, which is a buff to holy damage, I believe. I'm not sure I'm using any of... well, I'm not using any kind of holy, madness, bleed, anything. Right now I just have a sword. It's a sword in myself. So I didn't go into these catacombs. I just took the grace. And it was at that point in the playthrough that I decided, okay, maybe it's time to go back to the boss. And this is the decision I made. Go full naked. Now, I know it seems weird, but full naked, you roll super fast, so I'm gonna let you enjoy this boss fight. It was quite amazing to me to be able to bring this guy down. Now I know I'm saying this in every single video I've put out yet, but this was an amazing feeling of accomplishment. And I think it's the same for every single boss that is tough to bring down. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching my gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to do it live. Live in the sense of me commenting in the moment with my reactions. Until then, thank you.